call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Georgia's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out. And the ball scored it out!
The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Dogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So TCU's offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Payne. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it in the middle. It's Baker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the...
He lets one fly deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on.
There he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for space. It's Cook. Fighting off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Give to the back. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, TCU! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds a man on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Caught over the middle. It's James. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 20. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Horned Frogs need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. He'll try the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a crease. It's Cook. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Skips away from pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They want to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the Dogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Black. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab. It's James. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Butler. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's James. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They raked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. These fans trump. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Finds his man on the left. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Still on his feet at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Georgia going up tempo. Third down play from the gun. Here comes the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's James. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands. It's James. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football belly.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 10 over UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Connection to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Rush is on him. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
With the catch, it's Cooper. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. catch in the middle. It's Black. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, TCU.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed, even when it got a little difficult, got a